a maker's space for Black Duck. You may find yourself wondering why I'm showing this scene, but you see this place is very special to me. This place is one man's maker's space. You see, this is a radio station, or at least it was, in Central Africa, called Radio Kordak. You see, Radio Kordak was a faith-based station, missionaries radio station in Burundi, specifically in Bujumbura. And my grandfather, John David Riley, created all this. He created everything from the transformers to the transistors to the towers, you name it. He was responsible for repairing and creating everything that you see here. It was one man's maker's space. You see, John David Riley brought light to an otherwise dismal state during the genocides in Africa. He meant a great deal to me. That's my grandma and my grandfather, John David, on the right. I remember as a kid what Grandpa David would do is he would give me old broken apart TV sets and old motors and sewing machines and say, Josh, go at it, take it apart. If you wreck it, that's fine. Start over and try again. I didn't realize then how special that would be to me. That would be extremely vital as I grew up in my creativity, my understanding of how things work, and how to approach the world even. And for that, I truly am grateful for all that he's shown me. I remember growing up and asking him for more and more toys to tear apart. And my parents getting more and more angry at me for tearing apart things around the house, little vacuum cleaners and stuff that wasn't broken that I ended up breaking. But over the course of my life, I ended up being the person that fixed things for people. And that translated into my own life as someone who wanted to fix things and be empathetic and somebody who wanted to make things better. And for that, Granddad, I'm extremely grateful. But he is the inspiration for what I'm about to show you next. I ask that you take a moment and see what we have for you. Thank you.
I'm not proud of where I've ended up. I'm ashamed of certain things I've done. But out of all the scratches, there's a cut that bleeds the worst. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. I'm afraid I might have given up. I'm afraid I'm running low on love. I'm afraid that in the end you're more than I deserve. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first.
Put it in the box, bud. Did you get it?
Every time I count my blessings, I count
What do you think?
you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first.
What's So girls, are you figuring that out? Okay, so you know that you got a current there, and here's the idea. Actually, some of these have little transistors that make different things. Yeah, they do different things. So read the directions, though. Read the directions. Not all of them light up. You can only select Oh no! I'll get BB-8 up and running for next time. Okay, let's do Joe first. So Joe, what do you think about the MakerSpace?
It's fun.
Okay, what about it so much fun? What do you get to do?
Because you're gonna skip a little bit of class to do something like part robots and stuff.
Yeah, very cool. Nice. Thanks very much, Joe. Next, who wants to do the interview? All right. What do you think of this place?
I think it's really fun, and it's like class, but in a fun way.
What do you get to do here?
It's kind of like science,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn new things.
Learn new things. Very good. Thank you very much. How about you?
The MakerSpace is awesome.
Very cool. What do you like about it?
I'll hold it. That you can like press on and learn how to and stuff like that.
Very neat.
And trying new things. You really don't learn this stuff like until you have
Very cool. Thank you very much. You want to interview it? All right, now speak loud and clear. What do you think of this place?
It's pretty good.
What about it? It's cool. Pretty cool. What do you get to do?
You get to like build stuff and take stuff apart.
Very cool. Thanks, man. Anybody? Gunnar, you want to do it? You want to do it too? How about you? What do you think of this place?
Because you get to put stuff together and take it apart and think of how you put it together, like how it works.
Very cool. Nice. Thanks a lot. Gunnar, how about you? What do you think of this place, man?
I think that it's really awesome.
Why? What do you think's awesome about it?
Because you get to take stuff apart and rebuild it. It's just really cool.
Very cool. Thanks, Gunnar. And you can, the camera's right here, so you can look at me.
I think it can spark creativity when the students are doing things like this. So because they have to think logically about how they're going to make things, and use mind puzzles here to make them think more critically, and I think it's just going to make them be more creative overall.
How about you, Tommy? What do you think about this this MakerSpace thing, and what can it do for kids, and what can you learn here?
I think that it could help people understand that some things aren't as easy as they seem. Because like you might see other people doing it and try and figure out what to do, but then when you go do it, there's issues that you run into.
So you're saying like not being afraid to fail?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks guys, I really appreciate it, and thanks for playing. I really do appreciate it.
What is a makerspace? Well, first, it's about exploring and discovering new ideas. And creating. And building. It's about trying something new. And when you fail, trying it again. And most of all, it's about finding your own passions. And then sharing them with others.
So you recently got a DARPA grant, is that right?
I did.
DARPA is something part of the Department of Defense, right?
It's a research arm of defense, and I mean they're behind the internet and lots of things. I think the rationale behind this is they don't see kids in high school interested in science and technology to the degree that it matters, but they're not making things. Kids aren't looking and saying, I want to go into, I want a career in making something. And I saw that, and that's why I wanted to apply for the grant and see, can we get this into high schools?
You want innovators and innovation being taught in every classroom?
But I want it experienced. It's not something you tell someone to innovate. It's like creativity. You don't tell people to be creative. You invite them to, and you open the context for them to do that.
Right.
So it really resonates inside of them. It's not something you impose on them.
Yeah. This is it. This is what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, the classroom.
This is a MakerSpace in an educational setting. I call it Project Make. I worked with the local high school to give the opportunity for kids to make things. The basic idea is, what do you want to make? Right?
You can feel the energy in here.
Yeah.
I mean, they just came right in and immediately got to work.
Right.
So let's take a look at some of the projects that they're working on. So as much as you can explain.
Sure. So this is something, these are maker kits that they built last semester. And run your hand over that one. So there's a sensor in there that's figuring out what you're doing and responding, right?
It's pretty amazing.
So they soldered there was this board, and underneath they've soldered those connections. And
pretty good work, pretty good
right,
soldering.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a nice job.
And so these are kids that have never done that, have never figured this out, and they've just been given the opportunity to do that. This is a pilot program here for just proving, I think, in ways that kids want it.
What is it you're trying to make here?
We're making a solar
lunchbox.
Like, here's mine, which actually does have the solar panels on it.
Oh,
And so you'll basically just leave it out and it'll charge up this battery, which is going to be inside the lunchbox. And then from there, we're going to fit a USB adapter, so it'll be able to charge up an iPhone or
Is that right?
an iPod or whatever. And then also you have the switch, so it can be a light if you need it. So it's just kind of like a prepared
Survival.
light source. Yeah,
Okay.
survival.
Yeah.
That's great. Had you done this kind of work before?
No, nothing like, I've always played with electricity, but just lighting up a light with a switch, nothing really this advanced, so it's a lot of fun.
Would you have learned this in your regular school or no?
No, definitely not in regular school. I mean, I never would have had this opportunity, so this has been really cool.
I got the idea off of a website I found called Indie Mogul. I got the blueprints and everything. Yeah, just
There you go.
Have you ever done anything like that before?
Nope. It was the first time I ever did anything like this.
Why did you do it?
I'm a big Freddy Krueger fan, and I figured, oh, Halloween's coming. I should do something cool this year. So, this whole thing probably cost about $30
Is that right?
in total.
Can I try it on?
Sure.
New kind of surgery?
That's right. I'm so much faster now. I gotta say, it's so exciting over there. I mean, the kids are just incredibly excited, aren't they?
Yeah, they are engaged and they're doing stuff. They're happy and they're working together.
Right.
And how do we move it from really, if we think of the user experience of school, of sitting in chairs and listening to one person talk to everyone?
Yeah.
How do we make classrooms interactive? How do we use technologies and stuff to really engage kids? And that's what I see the opportunity here with making.
You have a model here. So what is this model of, first of all?
So a couple of guys, Robert Bridges from MIT, had designed a shelter for Haiti that could be put up in a couple hours. And they brought it to Maker Faire in New York. And I saw it and I thought, this looks like a shed or a kind of structure that you could put outside of school and invite kids to come in and make stuff, a clubhouse. And, just as school gardens have become something that has taken off, I want to put this next to a school garden.
You were just as excited as those kids, as far as I could tell.
I am. First of all, to see what they're doing. I mean, this is what drives me. I mean, I'd say my mission is to make more makers, and this is how we do it: is to invite them in, allow them to do things, and they start building up their own vision of what they want to do and where they want to go with it.
Dale Doherty wants everyone to be an innovator. He sparked an entire movement of innovators, and he won't stop until he sees his maker movement in classrooms all over the country. And that's where earned Dale a spot on the next list. And for more on the next list, you can go to cnn.com/the next list or visit my live stream at cnn.com/Sanjay. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta. See you back next Sunday.
Well, there it is. Your Makerspace. It's ready. It's a beginning. It's just starting. It's located in the library. Mrs. Rivard was gracious enough to let me commandeer the old Mac lab. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's a wonderful thing for children. I hope you do too. It's an opportunity for them to be creative, to think critically, to be problem solvers, and to have opportunities to not be afraid to fail. As we move forward, I ask that you do utilize it. Check it out when you want to. Tour it when you get a moment. Hopefully it's busy when you're there so that you can see the excited faces of the kids. But some ways of using it and utilizing it. I will have a calendar ready for you. It is ready. I will be distributing that via email and invite you to be members on that calendar so that you can edit it and that you can go ahead and sign yourself up. I ask that before you come down to that area that you check that calendar and you see if it's available. Also, you saw that there was a MakerBot 3D printer in there. We're looking at how to refine that process and get things printed out because I'm already hearing demands for things, which is great. In the meantime, what I would like you to do is send me an email of something that you'd like for your classroom, and we'll see what we can do to get it printed out. We're thinking kind of class projects first, and then we'll look at individual things. So for instance, we could do, for anatomy, we could do the human hand or something like that, and I could print that out for you. But again, just give me a shout out via email, and we'll see what we can get printed out for you. I hope you can use this. I hope that you see that this is so student-oriented and making sure that they get opportunities to tinker, to work hard, to reverse engineer, and do all the things that makerspaces are designed to do. I thank you for your time, and give me some feedback and some more ideas for this space as we move forward. We'll see what we can make happen. Again, we're right in the beginning of this, and we'll see how it rolls out. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your support. Have a great night.
I know that you can promise me your whole heart if you're honest, dear, but 51% would be just fine. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Oh, every time I count my blessings, I count you first. I'm aware you'll never be enough. There are other things I'm going to want, but underneath the ashes there's a coal that I've unearthed. Every time I count my blessings, I count you